Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. Good to see everyone.
Yeah, give everyone a few minutes to join. I have about a million tabs open and a million things on my desk right now. Feel like I need to do a full cleanse of my computer and my desk area. Ah, okay, guys can see my screen. I'll at least wait for Olivia to join us before beginning. Well, before we begin, just a little intro. We will be discussing the book with spoilers. So if you did not read the book but want to read the book and don't want spoilers, then um, I suggest joining the call a little bit later um, when we're done talking about the book. Because the second half we'll do show and tell, do our Secret Santas, and talk about the next pattern, stuff like that. So if you don't care about spoilers, then and you just want to listen in, then you can do that as well.
What's everyone up to tonight?
Yeah, is anyone sewing anything or working on any projects? Or are you frantically
Oh,
finishing your
Stephanie,
harvest
you look
bloom?
like you got something going on.
I'm knitting
Knitting?
tonight.
What are you knitting?
The Sophie scarf. It's like wildly popular and it's pretty simple. It's like
Mm.
a little kerchief, which I like. It's just a tiny little thing that you can wear. Big
Oh,
scarf. So, um, yeah, gifting. You decide you want to make homemade gifts in December.
I do that often.
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
that's what I'm up to. I'm so proud. I finished the Harvest Bloom yesterday, the day before. So.
nice. Yeah, I finished the book like 2 days ago, um, just in time. Yeah,
I
usually I
finished the book
don't.
like 3 weeks ago and I barely remember it now, but because I've moved
Yeah,
on to
well, hopefully
other
when we
things.
start, yeah, once we start like talking about it, I'm sure it'll come back to you.
No,
Um,
it was definitely one that stayed in my mind.
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah,
that's me too, but so I'm gonna forget just like everyone's names, but I'll remember the major things.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I actually like that I just finished it because usually that's me. Like I finished it a couple weeks ago, and um, then I like forget everything. So yeah, Olivia should be joining. I'm just.
I finished it last night, but that doesn't mean that I'll remember everything.
Oh, I see. I actually feel like a lot of times I was like forgetting what was happening while I was reading. I, well, we'll dive deeper into that in a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know where she's at.
We want to see those giraffe bodies or parts.
Giraffe bodies.
Wasn't that what she had in her cut up?
Oh,
Oh,
yes, yeah.
I thought it was a giraffe, but maybe I remember the animal wrong.
No, you're right. It was a giraffe. Yes, I was. Um, okay, well, we'll just get started without her, I guess. Maybe something came up, but she might have computer issues. Okay, yeah, so like I said, the first thing we will do is talk about the book, go through some questions. We'll do like a um, beginning thoughts and then like a final rating as well. We'll jump into show and tell. And then not all on this agenda is Secret Santa present. So if you guys, oh, here's Olivia. I was just about to, uh, yeah. And then we'll do Secret Santa. So if you guys got a Secret Santa and you want to open your present, we can do that. Um, yeah, and next, Mystery So Long Hints, and yeah. So get started. Again, anyone that just joined, there are spoilers. So if you didn't read the book and you don't want spoilers, and you can join in a bit. Um, come back in a little bit. If not, then here we go. Okay. So first we like to go like what was your first impression of the book, your initial reaction to the book, and just kind of do like a before discussion rating, because a lot of times I change my rating based off of this discussion. So yeah, kind of just like how we originally what initial notes of the book. Um, yeah. Does anyone
I
want to
yeah,
start?
I can start.
Okay, cool.
I really liked it. I would say my rating was probably around like 4.5-ish. Um, what I really liked about it, which I think is actually controversial according to like the Goodreads review, is that I liked that it just slowly gave you information and before the end of the book, there wasn't a big like reveal. It's like you just kind of figured it out as you went along.
Yeah,
And I didn't think it, I liked that it was kind of like a gentle reveal or rather than just like oh, here's, by the way, this big bit we never told you about. It's like, no, like, let me experience the story as I go, knowing some information as we go as well. I really liked that
yeah.
aspect of it because I feel like a lot of times, authors go for like the wow,
The
gotcha
big
moment.
twist. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one was just like, no, let's just like live in the story.
Yeah, I also like that. It was like the twists were revealed or like more surprising to the actual characters than to us, which is different.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, totally.
so you're just like kind of waiting for them to know the twist.
Yeah. See, the anticipation of them waiting for them to figure
Yeah,
it out, I liked a lot.
yeah.
I liked
I
that
think I
too. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I think I rate it like between a 4 and a 5. I really like this. At some certain points, I felt like the chapters were really long, and because it was non-linear, I felt like I would finish a chapter and it would jump me back into the other timeline, and I would be like, "Wait, I totally forget what was happening in that previous timeline," and it would take me like a second to like refresh my memory, and I just felt like that was like my one thing that I struggled with, but the farther in I got, the less that happened. It was just in the beginning when it was like these big jumps. I was like, oh, who are these people? Everything. So
I thought overall it was a pretty good book. I was more of a 3.5 because I now that you guys said how it was waiting for the characters to figure it out, I was like, okay, I think that's what's going on. Let's move the story along a little bit. But I was also listening to it, and I do have to say the on the audiobook, she starts out with a German accent, and like her character later on should still have the accent. Like they never explained why all of a sudden she doesn't. And that kind
yeah,
of bugged me a little bit, but I think had I read it in a book form, I probably would have given it like a 4.5. But there was so
Yeah.
like that didn't work in the audiobook.
Yeah, in the
I
book, they,
oh
I
go ahead.
mean, in the because I read it like physically, and they basically just said she had been without like enough outside interaction that her accent was
yeah,
lost in the library,
yeah, and
and
like
that's
had
all.
spent
That
so
like it was
much
like
time.
a
Yeah,
throwaway line kind of thing.
yeah, I remember that because I was like, oh, that's kind of weird because I guess she like had spent so many time in other memories and like learning other languages. But I also feel like at the same time, like your accent doesn't necessarily get lost. Like, I mean, I
In
guess to an
in the
extent it does, but
audiobook,
In the
she has an accent even after she has left the space,
yeah,
and she slowly loses it after spending time with that dude outside of the
Bad
time
dude.
space.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
that's not how it.
weird.
I think that's the narrator's
Yeah.
faux pas then.
And
perception.
then
Yeah,
even at the
that's
end,
weird.
even at the end when Moira goes back in, she gets it back.
I know. So
Oh.
that's what I remember. Yeah. So I thought the end was slightly unsatisfying to me. I felt like it left you like, okay, so what is real? What's not real? It's just like, and I guess it's the point of it, but to me, I was like, it didn't feel like a like okay, the very last chapter, I feel like without that, I liked it, and then I read that, and I was like, wait, so it's just like a fake? Like I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
It's been I this is like a book and a half ago for me.
yeah,
But if I remember correctly, only Amelia knows, and we don't see it from any other perspective. And we don't have any type of inkling that Moira or Lisbeth or whatever her name is at that point knows. Like they're
There's a
not
wink.
a wink. Okay.
Yeah,
there's
there's
a
a wink
wink,
at the very end.
but
Okay.
then the last page basically makes it sound like that it's just like one timeline that's going on, and like I'm like,
Yeah.
so
No,
is it
I think
not?
that's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just like time is fluid. Time doesn't follow the same rules as everything else. So there are just multiple timelines. That's what they got to.
Yeah, and I think like when I think about time and space, my it like breaks my brain a little bit, and like I think, I
But
think,
that's
and
like
then
the romance too.
I
They're like,
know.
no, every timeline they're still gonna find each other. They're still gonna be a
I was like, I
family.
still don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So it's just like a happy memory that we're going back or not like switching to.
It's
Not
just a
memory,
happy
a
timeline.
timeline.
Yeah, it's like a
Timeline, yeah.
normal-ish timeline. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Without like time walkers or whatever they're called. What are they called?
Yeah,
Time
Time Walker.
it,
walkers, jumpers?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, they're
The
Timekeepers.
timekeepers.
keepers. Yeah, 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 yeah.
it reminded me a little bit the end. I also struggled when we started bending the time quite a bit and we were getting fragmented. And I was like, wait a minute. And it was late at night. And I'm like, what happened? I'm trying to,
Yeah.
but it reminded me of the end, just kind of, you were saying dissatisfaction. I kind of felt that. And it reminded me of La La Land when you got to see
Mm,
the reality that we all wanted it to be, but maybe that was not what actually, because then she's like in the stars. So I was thinking, did she just go
Yeah.
to the stars when she closed the the gap
Chasm.
that had happened, the chasm? Yes. So I wasn't sure like what happened there, and I was like, oh, well, I really like the one where everything
Yeah.
horrible didn't actually happen that way. And but
Like, did she could have died. Like, maybe she
it
died.
kind of hinted the last paragraph. I
Yeah.
thought hinted that she had gone. She just kind of disintegrated into the or all of her bits and pieces or story were just in the stars.
That's what I'm saying. Like, up until the last page, the last page made me feel unsatisfied.
This,
I was
now
like,
that
oh,
you guys are talking about this, it really makes me think of Breaking Dawn Part 2 movie, where we get to see
I
both
get it.
endings at the same time. We get to see like the
yeah.
big fight in the Twilight thing, and we get to see them not fight at all.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just priceless.
That is accurate. Because that's how it,
And
yeah,
in
that's
the
kind of how
end,
I feel.
doesn't it all go back to Twilight?
Always.
Yes. Everything goes back to Twilight.
Yeah, I took it as like the like everything everywhere all at once. The fact that there's like multiple universes and the most of the plot of one book was in one universe and then it ends where Amelia knows that she's in an alternate universe and so does Moira but she's like both of them are just happy with being in this different universe and so like that's why Moira was already killed off because she was dead in that universe but she's still alive in this one.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's interesting to think about these two people being in this timeline together and they know where they both came from, but also not knowing all the other experiences of all the other versions of themselves in every single timeline that could exist. Like they just happen to be the same one that links up and talks to each other. It's interesting.
I didn't think at the end Lisbeth, as Lisbeth, was part of that whole thing. I think she just made a parental comment to her daughter, like, well, who, because kids come to you with crazy stuff. You probably went to your parents with crazy ideas or whatever. And they're like, well, aren't you glad that it's a pleasant one? Like maybe there are alternate universes, but aren't you glad you're in a pleasant one? And
Mm-hmm.
Moira chose to stay. That version of herself, that timeline chose to stay and wound up just time walking through whichever version she felt like walking through of the multiple ones. Again, maybe there's even additional ones, but I didn't think Lisbeth knew. I thought only Amelia knew. That's how I took it.
I
Oh,
did too.
Yeah, that
I,
that was kind of how I took it a little bit. And like in trying to understand their interactions, I was like, obviously Amelia knows. She's the person that just came from where she came from and is here and is confused and just, I don't know, kind of picking up where she's supposed to be in this new timeline. And my the way I understand it from Elizabeth's
yeah.
side of things, I guess, would be I know I can do this. I know that this is a talent that I have to be able to do time things. And so the fact that Amelia is coming to me with in this way, doing all these things at the end, it's like a I'm seeing that my daughter also has this ability too. And I'm kind of like saying hey to this new person that stepped into this body almost.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was like, it could have just been like Elizabeth not even knowing that she had the time traveling thing in that scenario. Like, she could have just
Yeah,
had
there's
no
also that
idea
too.
that that even like existed. And this is why I was left unsatisfied because I was like, so did I wanted to know if Moira or Elizabeth knew. I don't know. I guess that's the whole point, but it's a little angry
But if
because there's a
okay,
lot.
I kind of took it still as that, like, so Amelia is the same person, but Moira is different. But because they both had so much with the time space issue, I kind of feel like maybe Lisbeth didn't know that she, like, all the powers that she did, or like, I truly felt like she died in that other, like, timeline. But this one could like maybe like feel it or hear it or like kind of knew that there was like multiple universes. But Maybe I
Yeah.
just really liked it, so I just wanted to fit this conspiracy that I have.
I'm there with you.
I mean the
We're talking about the rules, and that was my big like hang up. Um, because I I kind of kept circling back to the rules of the time space, and I put this at like a 3 star for me because I really like the writing and I like the characters, but the story got frustrating because I was like, what are the rules of this?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because like what I fun and it was a bit the big one that I didn't understand was what are the governments doing? Because like their big mission statement because they're like in World War II and after they're like, well, we're preventing, you know, the spread of Hitler's idea. We're preventing something like that from happening again. And I'm like, but the Holocaust still happened. So
Mhm.
This
what
was
were the
after the
Nazis and the
Holocaust, correct?
Americans?
Yeah.
So what were they destroying that would prevent
Any
They
new
were
versions
just
of him
new
that could
new versions
arise?
of him or their own bad things that they're doing, which I think is more of what's happening. They're doing things that are maybe not so great to other countries, and they don't want everyone to
right?
know, so they're covering themselves up.
But so like did everybody just go, I don't know, Germany really hated the Jews and killed 6 million of them. We don't really remember why. Like that like really like bothered me because I was like, you can't erase the ideology but leave the harm. Um that does that
Well,
that like really like tripped me up.
I
yeah,
think,
like, and I guess, oh, go ahead, Anna.
okay, well, I was just thinking that perhaps that was a different version of like a different strand of the universe than the one that we have. Like, so they were hiding things, but we never know what they were because those didn't ever actually happen because that's not this reality. I don't know, is that
Yeah.
twisted?
No, and I also took it as like they weren't hiding the Holocaust, they were hiding maybe future people that were like doing things that would lead to another Holocaust, essentially. So they were like,
Yeah. I
destroy,
don't think that they were
right?
removing the past doings of people that or the past doings of events. I think it was from what I could tell and what I interpreted, it was them going in and identifying things in people that they know and removing things. So
Yeah.
that way it didn't continue to build and grow into something bad that could happen again in my head.
Okay. Diana put some thoughts in there too about Elizabeth dying in the time space.
And I think one of the things that I guess I had assumed would be like things that they were trying to eradicate, and I know that this might be crazy, but I thought that maybe they were trying to eliminate like the technology that caused so many deaths or the thinking that led to things like the gas chambers or whatever in
I
my
do feel
mind.
like they could have been clearer about this though. Like I do agree with you, Heather, that I feel like they weren't like there wasn't like a clear cut rule book of what they were trying to do. In my opinion, it
I
was
felt
just
that
like,
it was like, I thought it was more like the things that they were removing were causing butterfly effects,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
essentially. And this is like a Doctor Who reference, but like there are certain points in time that are fixed and cannot be changed, and certain events that cannot be changed because they're too big and too,
So canon
like,
events as the Spider Verse
yeah,
movies.
canon events essentially. And like, so like to
Like
like
the
completely
roots
remove
of the plant
World
or
War
the plant.
II or the Holocaust would like it wouldn't, you couldn't do it because it's inevitable, essentially, kind of like it's always going to happen. Just like the way we get there might be a little bit different. The
Yeah.
way the butterfly wing goes
yeah,
kind of goes in a different way. Um, and so like the timekeepers for the governments were essentially like trying to go in and cherry pick things
to hopefully cause ripples that would benefit the government as it currently is.
Yeah, I mean, it brings up an interesting point. Like, I mean, that was kind of a huge theme of the book. It was like, no matter how much you try to meddle with all these things, like, it's
Mhm.
still gonna happen. Like, people are gonna people at the end of the day, and that's, I don't know. Like, it's like human. I don't know. Like, you can't control every little thing. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
like, so things are inevitable.
And I think that Ernest's character, he was the one I think that introduced that this needs to stop. Elizabeth was trying to save, but then she starts to destroy. And then you have Nazis, and then you have Russians, and you have Americans. And we never did really learn the American agenda. They were in there doing stuff too, but we never learned that. And so I think he's the character that said, you know, we need to shut this down. And it just needs, and then it goes into the stars, and every story, I mean, I think it was kind of implied every story is important, but is just out there and not
Yeah.
contained. And that was kind of, I think, her general point. You can't.
Yeah. It was interesting that, like, Moira like kind of lost the plot on like she didn't actually care about, I don't know, she just like turned into a different character. Like at the end, Ernest or Ernesta, I don't know. Yeah. He was like, I feel like I know three different
Yeah,
people. Like
yeah.
he's, and like I feel like that's so true. People are going to people.
People are people. I also, I guess I liked the earlier version of Lisbeth because I liked how she was trying to preserve the memories. That just seemed like something that a person with a lot of integrity would do. And she does definitely become a lot harder to like
Yeah.
as she
Yeah.
has more things that she tries to hide and fix and repair, which I think is just the nature of lying in general.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of symbolic of, dishonesty or deceit. Is that it might start small, but it becomes this massive chasm that you can't manage and can't control. And I don't know. I guess I see a lot of that in our current political world. I wonder how much they're trying to spin something to make it look different causes all of these further ripples in the world. So it was an interesting brain game for
Yeah.
me just to like bend my thinking into different ways that I wouldn't normally ponder upon. Um, but I also personally have a hard time with like the time travel anything because I'm like, oh, well, they'll just go back in time and do something different, Nito. Like they don't have to actually do it right the first time or whatever. But just
I've
look at
never even thought
Twilight.
about that.
But anyways, it all comes back to Twilight.
Yeah.
Well, like, and
And
she
I've
kind of
always said
addressed
that.
that, like that concept of like, well, you can just always go back and fix it with like when she had given up Amelia to Ernest's sister, and like she kept going in and changing things and like fixing things that were like
Ooh,
bad things that were going to happen, and like that just kept causing the chasm to grow. And but like the inevitability of Ernest's sister killing herself was always going to be there, kind of.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, and
feel
like
like,
she interfered so much, and I feel like it was just like a consequence of her just trying to be like the best mother she could under the circumstances,
And
but it
yeah, and
caused
the
like
only way
a
she
lot of
could, she was.
issues.
Oh yeah,
to me, I feel like it was kind of crazy she didn't try to leave with her. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
why didn't you even try? Like, I don't
yeah.
know. Because I was like, yes, like she needed an IV and all these things, but like they could have ran away together. I feel like, and it would have like not led to all of that.
Hmm.
But
She was also
there's
like a
bef
child. you know,
She was like 26 at this point. I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
she
young, but it
was,
was,
but I mean, if a 12-year-old ends up in isolation for
Yeah.
14
There's
years,
there's
they
I
could
mean,
definitely
have
that
some
used
is
arrested
emotional
true.
development for
stunts.
sure.
That is true. But she was, oh, I mean, this was before she found out she was pregnant, I feel like. And it was
Yeah.
like very extreme to erase all of his memories.
I also so I like the book. I still will probably stand by that. But I wish we had seen more of her time walking. Like I feel like it would have been fun to see more of like the
Mhm.
memories she was experiencing.
Yeah, I did like
I
that part.
definitely missed that
Hmm.
as the plot started to progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have a few questions. You guys can all see my screen.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess I can read out loud. The time space is both a sanctuary and a prison. How do you think this mirrors Lisbeth's life and internal struggles?
I mean, the concept of her being stunted at whatever age she was when she went in there, I feel like is kind of that. Though
Yeah.
we don't really have a lot of proof that that's happening. Like we don't see her mentally acting like a child or do saying things that like she seems pretty raised due to Asriel or all of the memories or whatever that she's walking through.
Yeah, because like if this actually happened, she would be like very stunted.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because she's really not talking to anyone besides a ghost.
One one of the things I
Oh, when you
think
say it like that.
Well, but can't she, at one point, she starts interacting with people, though? Remember that shepherd? All of
Yeah,
a
but
Yeah,
sudden,
it
but then it like
ruins
it
them.
ruins the like yeah, like it changes it's the butterfly effect. It
right.
changes the whole so she like stops doing
It like
that.
ruined an entire
Yeah.
like shelf.
So this
But she still
also
cared about that.
it kind of mirrors like the notion of using like devices like phones and televisions
Hmm.
to raise kids. So if someone is not not interacting in a face-to-face or even like digital format, like that is a reaction interaction kind of thing, is that the same as her experience?
Oh,
Because
I
she's basically
like
like
that.
watching TV in a way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Whoa.
That's so deep, and I like it a lot.
I didn't even think about that, but
Yeah,
I work with
I'm
kids.
I'm snapping over here.
yeah, that was I feel like that is very accurate. Like if you like I know a lot of the kids that grew up like born in 2020 and then didn't have any like social interactions at all besides their parents. And then that I don't know. But yeah, watching TV and using iPads and everything.
I
Deep.
also thought it kind of the story, just in terms of like changing memories and stuff like that, was kind of like also like a little bit of a cultural discussion around like the idea of like AI generated videos and just digitally manipulated videos. Like a lot of the big thing that like kept coming up in my brain was the Beyonce performance. I don't know if you guys remember that like a couple
No, I
years
don't know
back
what
when
you're
she did the like national anthem or something like that, and like it aired live. Sorry, I have a chatty 7-month-old here. Um, and it aired live during like a sports performance, maybe the Super Bowl or something like that. I think it was the national anthem, and like there, or maybe some sort of performance. And like when it aired live, there were like major issues, like tonal, like performance issues. Like it didn't sound very good.
okay.
But
I think I
then
do remember this.
all of the, but then like the what was in the media later in the week was all like fixed performances.
Fixed.
Yeah. So like her
Oh, I don't
performance was
remember that.
not actually bad.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's just like I mean, I think about this all the time about like how, yeah, your memory kind of just gets worse, especially with technology and stuff. It's like
Mhm.
what is real or feels like things like if you're just seeing snippets of certain things, then like that's what you're, or like even like a headline, you're like assuming that the headline is like what you're reading, and then like, but you don't actually click to read the whole, article and stuff. So you're kind of like making up a picture in your head, but it's actually like kind of changing history because you're not really, I don't know, understanding the full picture of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes me think of the notion of gaslighting, which is a
Hmm.
relatively new term, like in the 20th century that came out. And I just think like that happened for a reason, but why? Because people are trying to rewrite their experiences or the experiences of other people.
Yeah, we finally had a name for it.
Right.
I
It's a
mean,
movie from the
I
50s or
know
60s.
exactly where the term gaslighting comes from in a very, very detailed way, but
Explain what
way,
I do
way,
share.
It's from that movie, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
isn't it
yeah. It's from an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Um, what's it?
Thought it was called gaslighting or gaslight or
Oh
gaslit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's called.
Yeah,
It was Gaslight. Gaslight. It might have
yeah.
been. It might have been called Gaslight, but yeah. Ingrid Bergman plays the main female character, and she's the heiress of like an opera singer, and she marries this guy, and his whole agenda in marrying her is to get access to her aunt's house because he's trying to steal jewels that he got. It was like a botched theft and then her aunt ended up dying. And so like they were like hidden somewhere in the house. And so like he like uses the gas lights, makes them flicker and stuff like that to make her think that she's going crazy.
Oh.
And so like she'll be like, no, there's somebody in the house, and it's him. He's left the house and come back around, and he's searching the attic. And so she's hearing these footsteps, and she's seeing the gas lights go up and down because he's like using the lights in the attic. And she's like, I hear somebody, like there's somebody upstairs. And he's like, no, you're crazy. And like he also like does other things, like he steals her like keys or something like that to like intentionally make her think, and then is like, why don't you have your keys, like, and makes her think that she's
So the
going
whole
crazy so
movie is
then she
just
can get
rage bait.
committed. Oh yeah, so then she can get committed and he can take over complete control of the house and then find the jewels
Because
and
that was
or
also
whatever
a
it is.
time when you could get your spouse committed.
Right.
Yeah,
Only the
there's
women.
also
The
Sorry,
white
just
men.
kidding.
The white men
only the
are
women.
not getting it.
God, could you imagine at that time if you could commit your husband?
Right.
I know where I'd be.
But yeah, that type of
Oh,
behavior of like making somebody think that they're crazy and or denying their
yes.
lived experience comes from that movie because yeah, he's because of the gaslight. And like there was a maid in the house that he was like having an affair with and was helping
This guy
him
sounds
do the whole
horrible.
process. Oh yeah. It's actually I know way too much about this movie, but I loved it. It's the maid is Angela Lansbury, Mrs. Potts. And the old lady actress who played Mrs. Potts in the
Murder,
original
She
Mm.
Wrote.
and the Bees. Yeah, and Murder She Wrote. Yeah.
It was
Um,
amazing.
yeah, so this was her first ever feature film job, and she won an Oscar for it at 18.
Wow, amazing. I might watch this movie.
Like I said, I have way too much just basic knowledge of this movie.
Thanks for
Good
picking up my really loose strand, Carrie. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's a good party conversation. Like, actually,
Thanks for letting me tell you
here
all.
is where the term gaslight came from. Okay.
Really good movie though. Definitely recommend it.
Sounds like it might really anger me, but
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Talk about rage room stuff.
Okay. Elizabeth erases, oh, I should say herself from Ernest's memories to protect him. Do you believe this is the right or wrong thing to do? What would you have done in her shoes? Well, I already told you I probably just would have ran away with the man, and especially being that young, I would have been like, who cares? I'm just like, but I don't know if I don't know. That, and like, this was before she did it before she found out she was pregnant, correct? Like it wasn't to save the baby. She erases memories
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. It was after she erased his memories that she realized that she was pregnant.
I mean, she
Or
really is good at doing like permanent decisions. Like she doesn't really like she's not really like an indecisive
Yeah,
person.
there's no
That's like,
decision paralysis. She's just like, you know what?
yeah,
Let's do
he's
it.
like, I'm gonna do this permanent. Also, Natalie, I love that your cat just like watching us.
My dog was a minute ago.
What do they
Yeah,
have to
she's really
say?
good at those permanent decisions that I feel like I would never be able to decide on. So,
She's like 100% commit now.
yes, yeah, YOLO Queen to
There's
yeah,
always in books where, if you just communicated, it would be solved. Maybe
yep,
they talk it over and they could decide together, is it worth, what can they do realistically? Does he like the job that much? She
yeah,
basically
and like
keep his job.
she could have had that conversation and then erased his brain, and still,
Yeah. And
she
just
could
see
have
what
like,
happened.
But does
yeah,
this
like she
go
could.
back, but does this go back to her not interacting with people, never having to compromise for 14 years? So she's like, well, I'm going to go into this book today, or I'm going to do this, and I'm going to erase your memory today.
Good point.
Yeah, like she doesn't have any like real responsibilities.
Well, and then he does the same thing to her in the end, where he's coming up with this plan and not talking to her. Um, because they both did it to each other. They're perfect for each other. Like, I know you won't like this, so I'm just going to make a unilateral decision to permanently alter our fates. Anyway, YOLO Queen.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of the miscommunication trope was definitely strong, and that's like my least favorite trope
Mm.
ever. So I feel like that was happening a bit. I mean, even I don't know, it could be because she was in this weird prison and not talking to anyone but a ghost. But she didn't even like discuss with the one person she did talk to. Like she could have asked Asriel for, right? For like, should I do like I don't
I
know.
don't know, because
Sure.
she's very educated. They do imply how educated she is, that by being there, she became extremely educated. She knew
Okay, I
history, she knew languages, she knew philosophy.
yes.
She was very educated by hanging out
She
in
was
that
basically on
space.
the study abroad in time.
Yeah, but I did have questions about that because I was like, okay, she's very educated, she's learning languages, but like how is she do like how long was each memory happening for? You know what I mean? Like sometimes it felt like they were really short memories and other times it felt like she had like days. So I didn't know if it was like depending on the memory
Yeah, I
or if
think
there
that's
was like
it's just
just depending on the memory.
yeah.
Mm.
I wonder how much of like the man makes the decision for the woman and doesn't really consult her or whatever. I think a lot of that was typical for the time era. Um, and I mean, I was thinking about how, again, you could commit someone. It was not a big deal for a man to commit a woman. And I think like how that, whatever the bad guy's name is, I can't even think, how
Jack.
he, ja- yeah,
Jack
when
Dillinger
he,
with a gun is the bad guy.
that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
When he kept visiting her in that convalescent center or whatever, I I just was like, well, that's an example of how women were often treated because they were less than. And I just, I think so many times women felt powerless, so they did have to kind of go to extremes to act upon whims that were their own. But again, I'm just trying to imagine what it would be like in that time period. But I also am like, she really just pushed the red button without thought. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
definitely
think
think
that
that she was wrong to do that.
you're like she made
And
the right decision.
like she should not have erased his memories at all. And she knows that she shouldn't have because she was choosing not to erase everyone that she didn't know. Like
Yeah, that's what was
strangers. She was
crazy.
choosing to keep strangers' memories. And for some reason, she was very quick to erase his,
That was
someone
so
that she
weird.
loved. So, like, she was choosing to keep these people alive in memory, regardless of who they were, what bad or good things they had done. And then she just took his away for seemingly no reason to protect him so that way he could still
Keep a job?
see his sister who is
Yeah.
gonna die and like keep a job that he kind of didn't like because he was already kind of lying to
Yeah.
be there anyways. So
Also, can you imagine how sad that would be to like erase you from someone that you love? Like you can't go back on that. Like you there's no backsies. It's like and she didn't
it
even
was
seem like that upset about it, to be
it was
honest.
super selfish to
She
me.
did.
It's like she did this saying that she was going to protect him, but truly it felt like she was doing it to protect herself, and she kept the
Yeah.
memories so she could relive them on her own. So like she didn't even give him the opportunity to have the memories for himself, and she got to erase and protect whoever and keep all of them for herself. So I don't know. That was like the start of her being a terrible person
It
in
was
my eyes.
The
it was
decline.
it was her reactions to love, because she does it for him, and then once she has the baby, I mean, she just almost becomes a monster. Now,
To
part of it,
save Amelia.
I think we can blame a little bit on Jack because he was a monster and she was under his control for quite some
Yeah.
time, and then she became, the killer of memories at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think in the end, we're supposed to kind of have conflicting opinions on her
Yes.
Hmm.
because Amelia is supposed to be the like true, quote, hero of the story.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of see it.
Yeah.
Where, it's like, was it worth it? Did she turn out to be a good enough person to make it all worth it, kind of thing?
You'll be like, how many people had to die?
Oh, I know. I'm not saying, like I said, like,
Yeah, like
place
that's
to
what's great.
bet
Like how
she
I
made
think
real
like
bad
the
decisions, but
yeah. I think like the real turning point is when she killed that Valesi guy, the Russian that had stolen her book. It
Yeah.
was just it
oh,
was weird to me that she didn't seem to like care about her book. Like that was like seemed like that would be really important, but she was just like so indifferent about like where it was, who had like I don't know. And then to kill the guy that like was that did try to save her was just kind of like that felt like another step into the very wrong direction.
The Russian guy or who?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it was
father,
Anton.
yeah, the father.
Yeah.
a
Yeah, the
father
one
of
that
Anton. Yeah,
she stopped time and talked to him alone and killed him because she didn't like the idea that someone knew about the secret daughter that she had.
Right.
yeah, she
So she
did
yeah,
all
just
this
killed
stuff
him.
under the guise of like protecting her daughter, but she she really did turn into a monster the first big step she took, outside of her own rules. But that is very human, we make mistakes and then we try to cover them up until we have to own up and then we face the music. I don't know.
mhm.
I was kind of confused why she didn't like use any other powers to Like if she could stop time, why couldn't she have just not killed him and like forced history
Yeah.
in a different way? But instead she like was like, "Oh, you know about her? Oh my God, I'll just kill you." I was like, "What?"
I kind of,
Like,
I guess I didn't even like really understand the threat of like people knowing about Amelia, and I think that was missing for me. I was like, okay, Jack, I understood because he was like threatening to kill Amelia. But everyone else that was like, even the people that like were on the Lissavet like team in as timekeepers, I was like, what is the threat to Amelia if they're on your team? Like, I guess I was
I
confused
mean,
about that
I think it's
Well, and
because
Jack
this is taking place in
during
like
the
post
Cold
World War
War.
II. There's like a lot of double agents, a lot of still secret kind of
Yeah.
agendas. So you just never
Okay.
know who to trust, I think, especially if you work in the government.
Is Amelia also like the only family member she feels like she can save? I mean, she's lost everybody else. And then she has this daughter with this man who she truly loved, so this is this
Yeah.
essentially this love child. And it's like, I couldn't save my dad. I couldn't save my mom when she died. I couldn't save my brother. I couldn't save any of these people, but I can save her. And she was saving
Yeah.
memory too. So it's like translation, but like times 1,000.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if that is the case, I would have liked an inkling, a tiny, tiny drop of that direction for her, the why
Oh yeah,
she's
for
acting the way
her.
that she's
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't have had to be a straightforward, like, here's why I'm doing this to some random person so it can be out in the open and we can understand it. Like I would want something.
maybe that was the part where she was like a child, that it was more like reactionary instead of having like a full plot line figured out for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even adults are like that too. Yeah. Um, okay, I think this is the last question. Oh,
There should be a total of
well,
5.
okay. Okay, this one is about the past and the truth aren't linear. Did the book change how you think about history and whose version gets preserved, or was it pretty close to your view of history? And just someone that gets lost in conspiracy theories easily, this is not surprising. It did not change my opinions. I was just like, yeah, this is how it is. This is how history is. It's whoever wants the outcome to be like, I don't know, you can just
Written by
tell
the
in like history
victor.
book. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. I I'm right there with you on that.
yeah,
This didn't change the history portion for me, but it made me think about how are we now preserving things? What are chips and brains going to be uploaded with or not uploaded with, or all of a sudden changed to as we like get into the like AI and these weird technologies that are coming out? It kind of made me fearful actually. Like more so than I ever have been before.
yeah, like
Very.
I think we're going in a way worse direction than like in this time period. Like they think that was bad then. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it is very scary.
I mean, I see it even down to a family perspective of what are you raising your child to believe? What are you teaching your child that's going to grow up and be a fully functioning adult in society that's
Yeah.
living and interacting and making decisions based on the things that they were taught? Like, I see this whole like changing history or preserving or passing on things that you believe are important to someone, like it feels the same as changing history for an entire society to me.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
just like a smaller scale and then
yeah. I mean, everyone is doing that. So it truly is the same scale in my mind. Every
yeah.
family can do that.
I agree, but then I also think to myself, how much of that revising or rewriting history to suit your own needs is simply just a skewed memory? Because I was just thinking about what you're saying about children and how we want to teach kids these values and whatever. And I thought, well, my mom will often have a very different version of an event that I have in my mind, you
Mhm.
know? And I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, I'm glad you remember it that way and you come out looking like a peach. That's great. For you.
I mean, I even think about this like when me and my partner argue. I'm
Yeah,
like, we come out with like different realities. I'm just like,
right.
I'm like, that's so weird that you remember it that way. I remember it 100% differently.
So so how much
And it's so weird how
um
I'm definitely right. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so weird that you're not right at all.
so how are we, you know, not washing experiences, washing history, washing heritage with our own patina to, I don't know, ensure that they're like more objective, less subjective, I guess.
It was really prescient of her to write this book right and have it come out right as the US government is literally like changing museums and monuments to just like make us look
Yes.
better and say that that's what they're doing. They're saying the quiet part out loud. We don't want things that make us look bad, even though they
No.
happen.
Yeah. I think that's why like there were parts about this book that I didn't necessarily like, but I think like in general, like I think it's such an important like theme. Like it has so many good themes that are really relevant to this exact moment and it's like important.
It's almost scary how relevant it is
Yes.
between
Well,
the,
the author, I don't know if you read like her bio, but she lives in DC as like an
oh,
environmental activist
Oh, I
or
did
like
read that. I did
something
read that,
like
yeah.
that. So like she's definitely very much entrenched in that world. Um,
So this could have
so
been like a not a biography, a like a nonfiction disguised as a fiction
yeah,
book.
yeah. And she can walk through time. It's weird. It said that in her bio.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
this is timekeeper number one.
okay, but like what you're going back to the phones, like, is having our phones make us kind of like timekeepers because we can go back and watch pretty much like
Memory.
any memory or like I don't know.
Until it's
So maybe
altered.
we are until AI authors it, and then we
Yeah.
just have to all go back to flip phones and
I should have mailed everyone a
cameras.
letter when I want to talk to them.
I actually
Yeah.
like because I'm like notoriously bad at texting, and I'm like, you know what? I would be down to like go back to postcards. Just
I've
like
definitely like in recent months have set like a ton of limits on certain apps on my phone. I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna like not do this anymore.
yeah, like I want an auto text that just says like either call me or write me a letter like on my phone.
You
An
just
auto
send your
Everyone.
reply.
address.
You can't do that
Send
everywhere.
my, please text me. I mean, no, I mean, please send me snail mail. I only accept snail mail this time.
For the next 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, two more questions. Which relationship felt the most compelling to you and why?
I really, really liked Asriel being there to raise her
Mm.
in the time space. I
I
really,
wanted more
really enjoyed.
Asriel.
Me
Yeah.
too. I
Mhm.
wanted to know how he got erased and what what
Yeah.
that was all about. And we get a little
Yeah,
glimpse of it,
I
but
could almost see a second book just about him.
A prequel.
mm.
Yeah.
A prequel.
But
There,
is it a
yeah.
prequel?
I
I
don't
guess,
know. Time does not matter, so
yeah.
Mm. Time
I
is
really
fake, and we're
liked
all just here.
Amelia and Ernest.
Me too.
Oh, Elizabeth. No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not on here.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
I liked Amelia and Ernest.
I think that one was my favorite, like other than, I mean, Azrael, he was like a, oh, sorry. Um, he was just, he was awesome and I loved him, but we didn't really get to know him really.
Yeah.
The way that he interacted with Lisbeth was wonderful and nurturing and caring. But I also, it didn't wasn't very multifaceted. None of the relationships besides the romance had any facets to them.
Yeah.
They were all pretty two-dimensional.
Well, I thought that the Amelia and Moira, because she's also
Mm,
Elizabeth, had a little bit to it, that
that's true.
um
Yeah.
that one I think had some depth and the different kind of roles. A mom, does everything, kills people, shoots them, anything, and then at the same time, shoves them out the window or um, you know, fights with them about their attitude and their eye rolls. So
That's
Yeah.
true.
I was just a little bit confused though when Moira first pushes her out the window and Moira's like, "Oh, it felt really good to do that." And I
Oh
thought,
yeah.
you haven't
Wait,
Because
I
seen
don't
she's
remember her
evil.
saying that. Wait, I don't remember her
grave,
saying it felt
or
good
maybe
to
it was
do
the
that.
grave. And I was just like, wait, this is the one, like at the end of the book, I'm like, that scene made no sense to me looking back because she's done all these other horrible things, but yet she's happy to shove her in a grave. Like, what? And maybe that's her own like frustration that's just built up that I did all this for you and you don't even know. I don't know. But it just didn't make sense to me.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
remember
wanted
her
to.
saying it felt good. That's
I
wild.
I'm
missed that part.
wondering
Yeah, that she was happy about that.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering if it's
when
maybe
the twist.
she feels excited or not excited, but like I'm struggling with the word I want to use, but like happy
Excited
that
to share that
um
part of her
yes,
life.
yes, that
Yeah.
like Amelia will be clued into this world and she's like, okay, I just did
Yeah.
it. Again, just making these decisions for herself.
Yeah, like, and I think it probably came from a like nostalgia, like this is like an important part of my life, and now my
Yeah.
daughter might get to experience it.
Hmm.
Potentially, I think that's how I might have taken it, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I'll
I
justify
think
it to myself.
I think how she first interacts with Amelia is problematic from a storytelling standpoint. Once you know the twist, like if you go back to it, you're like, wait, what? No, this doesn't make any sense. I don't think we should have met Amelia for the first time through Moira slash Lisa Vet's perspective,
Mm.
because I'm pretty sure if you go back to that first meeting and Moira's first thoughts about her, now knowing like who everyone is, I don't think it tracks super well. It only, and I hate when the author like has to contort to like preserve a twist like that. Um, like there was, yeah, I remember when the twist
Yeah,
was
like
being
you mean like wasn't like
unraveled.
loving, like she could have
Yeah,
been
Not
she
like,
was
even loving,
annoyed
like
by her.
she didn't give any hints like that this was like, yeah, and that she'd met her like recently or semi recently, like in this reality in the US. Um, when we were getting close to like quote unquote present day in the timeline, I was like, well, Moira hasn't come in to this part of the story yet, or and that's weird when we're catching up. I'm like, it's weird that Moira's not back in. And if this would only make sense if Moira is also Lisavet, but that would be dumb because that would make no sense. And then as it kept coming, I was like, oh man, that's the twist. I don't know how I feel about this, but I liked the story. I liked the characters enough that I was like, okay, but I was like, this only makes sense if she's the mom, but that doesn't make sense. I like kind of stuck with
yeah,
me. But I
I think
wasn't annoyed enough to like go back and like reread their first interaction to like prove that it doesn't
yeah,
add up. But I had the
I
vibe
thought
that
that,
it didn't add
oh,
up.
go ahead. Sorry. I thought that she was treating her that way because she knew that she was being watched and that
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Jack was like,
on her.
yeah,
But
keeping
in
tabs on her.
private, like even mentally, like we
Yeah, wanted
we
her in
hear
her
her thinking
monologue.
about her.
I think
Yeah,
That's
there's no.
true.
Yeah.
their first meeting is not first in the book of their interactions because of the time stuff.
Yeah.
But remember when she goes to visit Ernest and um, she's there, she's back, and she's very young. And then they're in the
Mhm.
office the next day. And she is in awe of her and, and scared too, I think. But I don't think that's the first because I think Amelia is older when we first see them together, but that was
Yeah,
not their first meeting. It comes just later in the book.
yeah. But
Yeah.
also, like now thinking about it, it's like actually kind of wild that she cares so much about Amelia that Amelia's alive, but she doesn't care about like the quality of like it's kind of wild that like they made up this plan to like fake Ernest's death at the expense of Amelia, really. And like that's pretty traumatic. Everything that there's a lot of traumatic things that Moira like put on Amelia,
Yeah, and
essentially.
she didn't know that Ernest had sent Amelia his watch. Like they didn't talk about that because she's surprised about that. And she's like, "Oh, well, I guess that means you're in on the plot now because he sent you the watch." Which again, once you know
Mm.
who everybody is, I don't know that that 100% tracks, but like, I was in it by then. I'm like, okay, just keep going. I want to know what happens, but I'm not sure that this.
Good
I'm not
point.
sure if its
See,
motivations fully like squared up.
yeah. This is
Wait,
what happens though.
he sent her the watch? I thought it
Yeah.
was Moira.
Oh no, it was Moira. It was Moira. She sent it. I thought she sent it to back to herself.
What?
When we first
I
meet,
thought
when
she.
we meet
Okay,
in the
I thought she.
beginning,
No, hold on. I thought she faked Ernest's death and then made it seem took his watch, mailed it back to either the state or her to like make it seem like the Russians had killed him,
I thought that
and then
was
sent
her
his
watch.
watch back to the state so it looked like because that's what the Americans were doing. They were killing the Russians and then they were
Yeah.
sending the watch back to the Russians as like a hey, we killed your guy.
She
Um
definitely knew it was her uncle's or dad's or whatever. She knew it was Ernest's watch just
she
based
has it
on the
when
way
we
it looked.
start the story. She has it after he's dead. She has her uncle's watch,
Yeah.
and Moira seems surprised by that.
Yeah. It
So wait, what?
to to Amelia, she's oh, you have his watch. Oh, okay. But like she did it. It's her fault that she has the watch.
yeah. So I mean, I guess that's like to make it seem like to set you up for the twist. Like
Yeah. Which is going back to the like, if you have to like subtly manipulate to preserve a twist instead of just writing it in a like vague way to like
yeah.
make it work in both sides, then that's kind of frustrating.
Like sometimes with when books have characters like Azrael, I get annoyed because I feel like it's like a plant of like a how can we get certain information,
Mhm.
across. Like she needs someone to talk to, some like to get the plot moving. So sometimes I feel like I liked Azrael a lot, but a lot of times when books have like an Azrael like this, I'm like, that's just a plant to like get information out there. Like, I
This
don't
is
know.
the same problem I have with romantasy when everyone can speak in each other's minds because I don't think the author can live without a cell phone. That's just my hot take.
Like she can't live without like a text equivalent.
Yeah, like without being able to immediately send information back and forth. So everything is just like, oh, we can just speak in each other's minds. It's texting now.
Okay, but I like the mind speaking.
I'm not saying I have a problem with that.
But
I'm
it
just
is like
saying
it's an escape, not an escape, a
It's like
escape.
crutch.
being in a group outing and then individual people are texting each other
Yeah,
private conversations while you're in a big
yeah.
group.
I
Yeah.
just think so. It's not that I have a problem with it being there. I think that no one's being honest about why they're doing it.
So it's a cheap
I
solution.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that theory.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you were thinking, what you were also saying about the time travel. It's a kind of like a crutch that it's like you can just
Mhm.
use some type of like, yeah. Okay. We gotta go. We got a lot to still left. Um, if your own life became a book on a shelf in the time space, what do you think the title would be? What would the color cover be? What designs would you expect to be on the cover? This was a interesting, like, creative one. Side note, I also, while everyone's thinking, I also was wondering the whole time, like, how these people were finding these books. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
how are they just walking around and just like going down the aisle and be like, that's the
Into
one.
the time-space Dewey Decimal System.
I
Yeah.
was trying to not care about this, but at the time I'm like, how? Like, I'm imagining, like, I don't know.
Because
There's
there would have
no way
been
the
billions and
billion, like,
billions
so
of
many
books.
books.
Yeah, I go into a bookstore like Barnes and Noble knowing exactly the book I'm looking for, and I still struggle. And
And
there's
I
a
feel like
system.
Yeah.
everything was within reach. Like they could just reach up and grab it. I didn't hear anything about ladders or
They're all like 5-foot shelves.
yeah.
Maybe it's like the room of requirement. And so it's just like
Okay.
Accio book. Or it
Sure.
like knows what
It, like,
you
leads you to the room,
yeah.
like, to the book.
Mhm.
So time
I
I
actually
was
was
gonna
saying
make a
that,
joke
like,
about the Horcruxes. Maybe it's like the Horcruxes where they're like lightly making like a pinging noise or something, so you like slowly walk
mm,
towards them.
yeah,
Yes.
because, like, she did say they were, like, talking to her, kind of, like, they were, like,
To
whispering, but
her.
she had, like, to her,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, everyone else, how are they getting the book?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I don't know, but
Yeah,
you
that
were
imagine
also
amazing.
feels like
walking
a
to a
crutch to
bookstore like
me.
that.
When, like,
It
fantasies
did.
are, like, whenever fantasies are trying to find, like, the golden key or something that's in, like, some forest, like, it always, like, speaks to the main character.
Yeah.
Weren't they also organized by like country or something? Because like I feel
Yes,
like when she first meets
have one.
And
Azrael, they start in one
time.
country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talked
and
about the
time.
one
Yeah,
where
and
you
time.
were in
Mhm.
Ukraine, like, oh, we were in the Ukraine section, so she went here. When I think he got
Mhm.
shot. So there was some indication of sections, but they were loose, and like a Renaissance section. So
yeah.
When
Well, also,
Czechoslovakia became Czech Republic and Slovakia, they're like, dang it, this just messes up the whole system. It's out of order.
thankfully they
well,
blew it up in the 60s, so no system
Yeah,
needed
exactly.
anymore.
They didn't.
well, and she was carrying around this blue book. I feel like we're just ripping apart this book because I really liked it, and this
I
is
did
what
like it,
happens.
but I just like to have
I
fun.
Yeah, yeah. But I was like, how big is this book that she's carrying around? I still
Yes,
don't.
agreed.
I still can't comprehend. I was
And
like,
it's
are these
still
like?
in a single cover. Like, so it's like sitting
Um,
like this in your pocket. Like,
I'm
I'm
like, are
like
these
carrying
open.
around
like
this
Japanese,
copy of
like
Brimstone.
super thin Japanese papers or something? Like
It's like
Yeah,
Bible
maybe,
pages.
yeah.
maybe, but
But
like even then,
I'm like laughing because I'm carrying around this copy of Brimstone that I'm reading, and I'm
oh
like, this
my
thing
God,
is huge. This is too heavy. And then I think about what she's carrying around. I'm like, how is she doing this?
there's no way she could like do that. That was a plot hole that was something I
Yeah,
thought about throughout the whole book. I was
that
like, this
wasn't
is
And
a
she
addressed
was
to me.
big
like
old
the whole
book.
time wearing her jammies and her dad's
Okay,
jacket.
yes. The thin night dress. I was like, what?
And she never grew out of the pajamas.
Right.
Yeah.
From 11 to 26 and pregnant. Or I know she had clothes in between. But like at 18, she
No, she definitely kept it until like 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Well, she probably
imagining
was
it
small.
to
She
be
didn't
like
eat.
shirt and pants, and I was like, this person's wearing like child size basic capris in pajama print, going into all these memories.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, well, we should probably move on. Okay, do we want to re-rate the book now that we did that?
I
I
still
still
think it's
stand by
5
my
stars.
4.
I
Yeah, I'm
love
standing by
this
it.
book.
Okay, good. Mine was 4 stars. I think I think
I
that's what I
think
rated it,
if
people.
you don't like this book, you should read Ministry of Time and then come back to me. Because if you read Ministry of Time, you'll be like, wow, this book was actually really good. Because Ministry of Time kind of plays around with time too, but it's like not satisfying compared to this one.
Okay, I really did like this, and it is like my type of book that I like. Like I like historical fiction, and it had all the things I like. So
and
it
That
this
would
was a
have been
writing.
really great
longer
New
to
York
read.
Times recommendation.
And I feel like it was a good book club book. Like I think
Well,
like if anyone, like this was like a really good book club book. Like we had a lot to talk about. I feel like it's not always like that. There's some books that are like, a little less um conversational, but we had a lot to say. So um okay. a little show and tell. If your quilt pops up here and you want to talk about it, you want to whatever, yeah, just turn on your camera or turn on your voice at least and just start speaking. I'll like, give it a little, but yeah, if not, we're just kind of gonna run through them all and then we'll do the Secret Santa. Okay, so we got Marlene. Marlene, if you are in and you want to say anything,
I'm so happy that you went with the
like
gradient.
gradient. Yeah, that's super cool.
I I'm happy that people are choosing a gradient option, and I went through and made sure that there was an indicator that people were a part of the cheater club or not. The fact that you were able to do this
Not
and you
be a
weren't a
cheater.
cheater, impressive.
Well, thanks. It's Stephanie did one, and I tried to copy what she did, and that really helped. And then I'm like, I don't know
Mm,
if this will work. And then everybody said, yeah, it looks good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try. And
I see.
thanks,
Yeah, it
Stephanie.
turned
I
out really
love
well.
it. It looks so, so good.
Thanks.
And the scrappy white fabrics too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
It's
trying to
pretty
use
crazy
those
that
for
the
a while.
gradient like does work out like with this. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even think about this,
Mm.
like until you guys started playing around with it. Okay.
This one I think
Richard,
is so fun. I really like the
the
colors,
prince.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the prints too. This
Yeah, so this
feels
is one
like
that, oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying this is one that like normally I would have gone with like solids, but at the time the government was shut down and I didn't want to buy new fabric, so I use it was in my stash and
It worked out.
luckily it came out okay. Like it looks a little busy
Yeah.
for me, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
I feel like
colorful. I love the stripes.
I really
yeah.
like it.
Some of this feels like potentially Tula pink
it
fabrics.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I really like this, and I
Yeah,
think
and the
it would
gray,
be
like
so good with like that highlighter yellow thread for your quilting. I think it would look so good
Ooh.
with that.
wait,
Yeah.
yellow, like lime
Yeah,
green.
like the lime green highlighter, like
Okay.
neon green color.
Okay, when you
That would
said
look.
yellow though, like sometimes I feel like I see colors different than other people, and I got very concerned that that was yellow, and I was like, "Am I
No,
colorblind?" This happens to
no.
me
I
all the
mean,
time.
it's
No, like
technically
it's
highlighter yellow,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like it's kind of
yeah.
green. Yeah.
You're totally right. Yeah, yeah.
I think that would look so fun in this
Or
with
even
all
like
the colors.
like a highlighter pink too would be fun.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
like the idea
I
of the
love the
highlighter like
stripes though.
green-ish one. Like I think that will look
Hmm.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
cool.
this one turned out really good.
Yeah, and this
Thank
was
you.
not a cheater. You were not a cheater, unless we.
No, I
Mm.
wasn't.
Okay. Did you? Yeah, there's another non-cheater, Stephanie.
Yeah.
With your linens,
Yeah,
turned out
this
really
was
Oh
good.
yeah, how the linens work out?
well, I kind of mentioned a little bit in the post, but it was a roller coaster. I was excited by the colors because we were talking about Harvest Bloom, and I think before we started, Taylor had mentioned this is a great one to use a fat quarter bundle, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to actually use something I have in my stash. Um, and then I started cutting and working, and I'm like, oh my, this is not going to work at all. They were so loosey goosey, and I just sprayed the heck out of them, and then I tried hardly to handle them. Like I was so careful in
Hmm.
how I put, things together for seaming. I don't think you could seam rip at all on this guy.
No.
And then I'm just really happy with how it looks. And it does, I didn't fully press it, give it the final pressing, but it's going to work just fine. I'm not sure I'm going to quilt it myself on a domestic though, because it is loosey goosey. I think I might send
Yeah,
it away, just so I
I
don't have.
could see this with if you did machine quilt it yourself, I could see like a wool batting and
Okay.
then like stitching in the ditch or like big grid and it'd be like really comfy. Because like
Yeah.
linen is super like cozy that I feel
Yeah.
like a wool batting would I don't know, be like a nice complement to that.
Okay.
Like nice and light and airy quilt.
Yeah. I really liked the way it came out overall. It was fun to do. But I'm looking forward to the next one where I'm back to quilted cotton. I survived it. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have one, our first cheater. And Eva, I don't know if you're here, but um scaled it down. So I think Eva scaled it down by 75% if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I made it
Okay.
mini version. Just to sort of, I don't know. I'm trying to do mini quilts lately to save money. So that's what I did, yeah.
I saw that you got your fabrics from Morgan Kelly Quilts.
Yeah, she had a great autumn bundle, which was perfect for this. So yeah, I used that, and then I got all the plum fabrics out of my stash, and the white linen for the accent as well was from my stash.
I have said it before. I really, really like Morgan Kelly Quilts bundles. She puts together fantastic, fantastic bundles, and this is proof of that. It
Yeah,
is
this looks
so,
great.
so pretty.
Oh, thanks.
And the
And your
quilting's
quilting, the fact that you
beautiful.
got it done.
Thanks. Yeah.
It is a benefit to have a small, it's less daunting to have a smaller quilt.
Yeah.
But yeah, super impressive.
Thanks.
Oh, I like this one so much.
Another
It feels
cheater.
so coastal to me.
Ooh.
It turned out
I
really
love this
good.
one.
So I had this bundle. I had a couple different bundles that I've had for years, and so I put them two together. But I was so
Nice.
excited that it was your pattern, Olivia. So we've gotten to do the toad circle with you for so long, so it was so exciting that it was yours. I loved it. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was so fun to watch it all come together. Everyone's
Yeah.
versions. Man.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
guess
I
I like
did.
we. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I guess I didn't really like. Usually, when we have a guest designer, I do like a whole like I don't know statement, but I think Olivia, you might have left that slide out on purpose to not talk about yourself.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
there's not
Lauren.
much to say. I feel like I've said all I need to say so many
Okay.
times. It's fine.
Go ahead, Lauren.
It turned out good. I did both of the accents the same color, so I did
Oh, okay.
both accents white, so it's a little bit
Mhm.
different.
Yeah, this is an example of what I was trying to explain way back in the beginning, that if you do match them, I feel like it's going to hold such a heavy amount in the quilt that if you do match them, make sure it's a color that you really, really want to see in the quilt.
Yeah,
And
or
it'll
like
turn
a
out fine.
neutral. Yeah.
Mhm. So this
Yeah,
one,
cool.
like you could have had like a dark color, and I feel like it would have changed the feel of this quilt so much, but because you use both
Yeah.
as a very light color, it just feels like so light and bright and airy. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay, another cheater, Megan.
This is me, yep. It was so excellent being a cheater because I've had these jelly roll strips sitting in my stash left over from a quilt I made for my friend's wedding for years now. Like she has a almost 2-year-old kid at this point. So and so this was just, I mean, and then the colors I felt just like matched the vibe and everything. So it's very scrappy. I think I had about 20 inches of jelly roll as leftovers from the cuts.
Ooh,
So I got
perfect.
really close. Um,
This would be like a cute baby quilt to give to like match the wedding quilt.
Honestly, I'm thinking I might give it to her. She's already gotten 2 already, but
Okay.
you know what? She's my best friend of like 20 something years, so she deserves it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I
it.
love that.
Simple. I loved it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the scrappiness of it. Okay. Carrie M.
Ooh, is this bookish? This looks like bookish.
Yeah.
It is.
That
It's the bookish
peachy is so
bundle from
pretty.
AGF. And
Yeah.
then I got it from
Oh, from Full Moon?
Full Moon. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was like, please just pick the colors for the accents for me, please.
These are great colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the colors that she went with. The peach really looks good, and I love teal, so and I think
Yeah.
it works really well.
Yeah, she
Yay.
picked out those colors really nicely compared to pair with the fabrics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks pretty good. And I'm hoping to be able to gift it at Christmas.
Are you the one that said that you haven't finished an actual quilt in like years? Is this going to be the first one? Was it you? I don't remember if it was you or
Yeah.
not. Okay.
Me.
I was like, that's crazy because I've seen you do a lot of quilts.
I
Do you
did a
just
lot of
mean like
quilt
you just
tops.
have a lot of you just have a lot of tops?
Well, I have them in like all states of being.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
honestly, same.
so
Same.
I did the button up last year as like I was making it as like the baby quilt for
Yeah.
the baby who is now 7 months old. And that is quilted, but not bound. Um,
You know,
and
mine's
then
not even quilted yet. I did a baby of that too, and my cousin's about to have a baby, and that's actually reminding me I should finish.
and like I had the Ari or however that was pronounced. The
Arte.
one before
Art.
Arite. Okay. The one before button up, like I haven't finished putting the border on that one. I have
Yeah.
Borders, I think, is where I
wildflower
will.
falls
Yeah.
is pin
If I don't do the
basted.
border, it's if I don't do the border immediately, it does get
Yeah.
put off to the side.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. The last quilt that I finished. Well, I fit yeah, right before or like while we were doing Lemon Blossom, which was my first quilt with Toad Circle, I finished a quilt to give as a baby gift.
All right, well,
And
we're gonna
then
cheer you
now
on that
you're gonna say
we're
this
gonna
one's
cheer
the
you on.
last one.
Yeah, we're gonna cheer you on, and you are going to have this stuff by Christmas. No
I'm
pressure,
gonna do
but
it.
we all are.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. All right, Shanda. I don't know if Shanda's in the call.
Nah, I don't think she is. But yeah, this one turned out really nice. And
Yeah.
I saw someone comment on how like it fits the name really well because of like the
Mm-hmm.
colors and the like type of flowers that are available in like the fall and everything.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
me. I was like, I saw it, she posted
Yeah.
it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like sunflowers and mums and black-eyed
Yeah.
Susans.
And like pumpkins and all the things.
Hmm
Pumpkins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
mean, it
this
like
one,
kind of just like reads like a really well
Thanksgiving.
decorated like front porch in fall.
Yes. Yes.
I hope she puts plaid on the back of that quilt. It would
Yeah.
look so good with plaid on the back.
So would this
Mhm.
one. This one would also look really good with like a flannel backing.
Mhm.
There.
I love that purple.
Yeah,
The wine
that was a
color.
really good pairing.
Yeah,
You know what's silly
I'm
too?
the purple for the dark purple for the dark accent.
Mm.
And I am considering flannel for the back of this.
Yeah, I think I will. AGF, I think, just release a whole bunch of new flannel that looks really soft and cozy. Yeah, might be worth considering. Might use some. I see some Susie quilts prints in there.
Oh yeah,
Not a cheater.
this was all from the stash, which
Okay,
Nice.
great.
that was a
Get
If
point
you
of
all the
pride.
decide
yeah.
if you decide to use AGF flannel, it's like very grippy. So it'll stick on whatever
Super
like if you
easy to
put it on a
lace.
Got it.
couch or something, it won't slide off. It's quite nice.
I
Oh,
see.
that's good to know because yeah, I do need to make. Is it different than their other flannel? They
Under
have like
flannel?
their old flannel versions.
Oh.
Like it sounded like they had like a new version of their flannel coming
Oh,
out.
well then I don't know. I'm just speaking from experience from the last
Oh,
flannel.
yeah, okay, yeah. It is like that, yeah. I need to go back. I always like forget about flannel, but the quilts I used are the ones with flannels. Yeah. Okay. Rachel, this is wow, bright. So bright.
A lot of these have matching like monochromatic blocks.
Yeah, I had trouble
Yes,
mixing mine up, so I just stayed with my color and then re
I
like
love
did the
that.
mix up with the blocks at the end.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think that's a
Yeah.
good, yeah, I love that.
I cannot do like chaos. I really tried, but then I was like, no, I have to go in order.
I honestly feel you. I struggle with chaos a lot. So,
Yeah.
That was me
yeah.
on a light. I tried so hard to mix everything up and go with chaos, and I had to just keep my color families together. I tried.
Yeah, luckily that one, like, it was super easy to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I love having like different options. Like, I love having like a chaos version and then, I don't know, non-chaos version. Stephanie F, another cheater. This is
Gradient.
also like a gradient. I
Hmm.
am obsessed with this.
I really like those checker
Yeah, like
plaid
these,
checker in there.
the
Hmm.
prints that are in here are so fun. Like it's like monochromatic in a way, I guess like kind of I don't know, monochromatic, but the print itself like make it feel so different and bold.
Hmm.
Super fun.
I really do like the center of the second row, second block. That big
This one?
plaid, second row.
Oh wow, that's
I
very
really like that
satisfying.
that's, yeah, that print is centered in that block.
Even look at this one. This is like
Hmm.
not, I mean, like it's kind of like a secondary pattern in there. Super fun. Very
And
like
it's a mix of
funky.
what looks like either black or really dark blue and the blue
Yes.
starry smoke.
Oh, so there's two different accents going on.
Hmm. Super good.
Nice. I'm excited to see that one quilted up. Libby?
This one's going to be such a good baby quilt.
Yes.
I really like the mix of the blue, purple, and the peachy color.
You know, I'm actually surprised that we have more like there are not that many babies. I feel like I was expecting like so many people to make the baby, but there is a wide variety.
Hmm.
Um, Marcy?
Another really light colored
Yeah.
Yeah.
fabrics.
That one is mine. I just sent another picture in the week 6. I ended up switching out or going back to the original layout. Um, so like the way that I did my fabrics is I had, or the plates, I had them all lined up and then I just kind of picked in a diagonal, which
Mm,
led to this like stepwise increase of every single fabric throughout it.
I
And so I ended up
see.
putting it all together in that exact order. And so you can like
Oh,
follow
Yeah,
the
wait,
fabrics.
now I need to see what that looks like. Can someone add that to the
I
chat?
like it.
let me see
Because
if I can send it.
this layout that's on the screen right now felt so chaotic to me, and I just like my eyes couldn't pick a spot to look, and it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so I went
Yeah,
back to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if you guys can.
yeah, I put it
Oh,
in the Zoom chat.
This
Yeah,
one
oh,
was
I
I
so
love
like
that.
that.
hard too because I normally don't do prints, but I was like, I'm not buying any fabric. So I
Yeah,
used what I have, which included a lot of busy prints that I wouldn't normally use, and it
Yeah,
turned out pretty cool.
no, I really
yeah.
like how you I like the layout that you chose a lot.
Mhm. I don't remember
Yeah,
who
I
it
think that was a good
was.
choice.
Someone in the chat was like, I like that other one. And I was like, okay, all right, it's all right if I keep it not mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people end up using scraps. I know we push a lot of like quilt kits and like buy from these shops or whatever, but a lot of people end up using scraps because it's easier to commit to something you don't know with
Hmm.
fabric that doesn't feel so high stakes. And
Yeah,
it like everyone that said like, oh yeah, I just use for my scraps, all of those quilts turn out so great. Like they all end
yeah.
up really great.
I also feel like one, it's a good exercise too, like as part of like a membership, like because there's like consistently new quilts, like it feels good to be able to use your stash and not feel like you have to buy in addition to. So we definitely try to like make things stash and pack hoarder friendly. So I think that's
And I think
yeah,
that
I
was
think
actually
that's
like
really
a really big strength to this round because we're so close to the holidays. People are trying to, allocate money in different ways, end of the
Yes,
year stuff.
exactly.
So it's just like this pattern just came at the perfect time to be able to look good with so many different approaches.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And have different sizes too, because like
Yeah.
if you're overwhelmed for the holidays, a baby size is a lot more manageable.
Yeah,
And
because
it's like,
wasn't button up around this time too. So it's like
yeah,
Mhm.
and
that was also a baby size. So it's just like it's
yeah, but
nice.
that one
It's just
was
perfect.
kind of intense. We learned our lesson. Oh my God, I actually showed
Wait,
Olivia a design
was
the
that the
other
flying
day.
geese one?
It
No, it's
was the
the
square
square to
to square.
square.
Oh, the square. Yeah.
I showed her a design that had a bunch of squares, and we both immediately were like, "Nope, just kidding." I was
Yeah.
like,
Taylor was like, no, they're gonna hate me for this.
I was
I'm
like,
not doing it.
they're all gonna cancel the membership if I do that.
But that one's one of my favorite patterns. I love that
It,
one. I love how it came out. Like it was a bunch of
it,
squares, but it was worth it.
it looked
Yeah,
so good. I think, so,
Yeah.
it's a
yeah, I
labor
think
of love.
it was, yeah. I still really, yeah, I love that pattern a lot. So, um, okay, Rachel, wow, that looks so good as a curtain. Honestly, this would actually, I wonder if it would be the size of a shower curtain because I've been wanting to make a quilt for a shower curtain. Just reminding me, but I don't know if the size would work out. All right, Rachel, do you have any? Are you here?
I just try to do like a limited palette. So all of the like the block colors are all like mint to turquoise and like teal and then kind of
Mhm.
like alternated light dark. So it's like less scrappy, but I like how it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I
love
really like
peach
the
with
accent.
teal too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the peach works really well. And it's such a great way to like keep it kind of simple doing monochromatic palette, but then having all these like fun prints as well. So keeps it interesting. Wait, did I totally go over Molly? Yes, I think I accidentally hit next. I think.
Mm.
I think I
This
forgot to talk. Yeah.
monochromatic, all blues.
Yes.
So nice. So
This
nice.
looks
It
like it could be
reminds
the
me of
bottom
my.
of a pool.
I
Mhm.
know. Yeah. Molly, are you?
It makes me think of like Moroccan prints or something. I don't know
Or
why.
like tile?
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
I love how like saturated these colors are.
Mhm.
Like that cobalt is really nice. I did not mean to skip over this. I think I was chatting and I just hit next by accident, so I apologize. And then I was like, I almost forgot to mention. Okay. Okay. Megan H.
This
This
feels
I
like
love
a
these colors a lot.
kit.
This is
Is
like
this a kit?
I don't know if it's a kit, but I feel like this is a
I think
color
she
palette
said
that I would pick.
this was the light color palette, the cover.
Oh, that's why. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. That's why it looks familiar.
it looked familiar to me.
Hmm.
It looks great
Yeah,
in this. That's awesome. Because
yeah,
it
it turned
didn't
out.
need the same colors or like
Taylor,
similar
that is
colors.
your color palette.
I know. I was like, I feel like I would make this salad.
Yeah, that's you right there.
Yeah, that is true. A little more greens than I use. I don't know why. I like greens. I just never end up using them. Or do I? I don't even know. But I
I
really
feel
like
like you sway towards the brighter greens,
them. Yeah.
less
But I
the like
love the
earthy greens. Yeah.
yeah. Cute. Okay, ginger. I think this is our first king size.
Hmm. I think
Or king
the
bed size. I
only
don't
bed
know.
size that was made.
A lot of
So,
people bought bought kits for king size, whether they finished the king size or not, it's a different story.
yeah,
But yeah, this is the first. I mean, then the blocks aren't done together, but almost done.
it's gonna be such a good fall bed quilt.
Yes. Oh, this one also needs
So
a flannel
good.
on the backing. It needs a
I see this
flannel.
with like flannel sheets too. Like so
Cozy.
nice, cozy.
Carrie's also making the queen.
Mm.
Got another
Oh, I
queen.
finished mine. I was doing it right before I jumped on this call. One
Okay,
sec.
show us. Is that why you were? Barna.
It is
Oh,
why I was late.
it is why you're late? Okay, I was about I was only sweating a little bit. Wow, it looks great.
I
It's what
love
I'm
it.
calling my grandma quilt.
Why is he
Because it's like the like heavy floral, lots of prints.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
show
it's
us the
such a
giraffes.
hang on. Can I turn off? I never remember how to turn this off. Blur.
No,
Oh,
you turned it on. I think it was already
it's
off.
auto blur. Auto blurring. But yeah. It's these
Oh, there's
prints.
the giraffes.
Oh, yeah.
What are you
Show the people
saying?
what they want.
I was
What are
trying to
you
see
saying?
the giraffe heads.
I have no idea what word you're saying.
Giraffes, the giraffe
Oh, the
heads.
giraffes. It's like, why are you saying draft? Here is the one that's centered.
Oh,
I centered this one in here. And then here's some
that's great.
butts.
Nice.
There's one where its head is cut off. Here's one. Its head is cut off. All of them have heads that are cut off except this one.
Yeah, that's an
Least you-
ambitious animal to try to fit.
Yeah.
I mean, what would that work for besides a back, honestly?
Yeah. It was a huge print, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, congrats on finishing both the book and the quilt.
Thank you. I feel like I haven't done that in so long. I think button up may have been the last time.
Okay, well, that is the last. If there's any last minute shares, you can add them to the chat. This is yeah. Okay, Secret Santa, which I am so sad about because I, for some reason, assumed that because I was the host of Secret Santa, it would include me into the Secret Santa, and it did not include me into the Secret Santa. So I didn't get to participate this time, and I found that out when it was too late. So
That's a
sad,
bummer.
sad. You know, it's okay. I now know that I have to actually sign up and, you know. I'm so sad. But if anyone does want to share what they receive from their Secret Santa, go ahead and do that.
I got this book that was recommended to me in Discord, the Stephen King book.
Oh, that's a thick boy.
It is quite the undertaking, but I'm super excited to start this one. I just have to finish the one that I'm currently reading.
Can you drop the name in the chat?
Yes, it is super easy.
All right, who's next?
Go next. I got this beautiful copy of Sense and Sensibility, which I've been wanting to read. I collect
Ooh.
like classics and stuff, so I've already got like 4 other Jane Austens. And then I asked also, I was like, oh, and if you wanted to, you know, a fun pair of socks, Katie also threw in a Jane Austen pair of socks.
Oh, that's so
So
cute.
it says, one cannot have too large a party, Jane Austen. So it was really cute. I didn't expect that.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, should we share who our do we share who our Secret Santas were?
Oh yeah, mine
Or
mine
no?
was in the note. So mine's Katie. I'll send her a little thank you.
Mine, I don't think it tells you. I think it remains a secret, right? Unless I haven't checked.
Mine was just in the Amazon box, like.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, unless it's unless they reveal themselves in the package.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Elster keeps it secret the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
They should tell you. Okay.
I haven't opened.
Okay.
I just-
Okay. We're doing a reveal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
just
I don't-
opened mine, and the first package didn't have any indication of who it was from, but now the second one did, and it was Megan. You? I saw that and I was like, wait, she just shared, so I gotta share.
Well, originally Amazon told me everything was going in one box, and then all of a sudden it was like the second box is shipped. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, they came the corner cutter. Why did it blur my? Hold on. The corner.
Oh, that's the one that you shared, Taylor, in your
Yes,
blog.
in my blog. Yes. I
Yeah,
love that
to
thing. I
make the
use it all the
rounded
time.
corners.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
actually
just
want to get one now.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. But that came in this envelope, and then this muffling mat, which honestly I forgot to put on my list. I'm pretty pumped about that.
Oh, for your machine?
Yeah,
Wait,
it
that's
came in
so
this big
smart.
box.
Wait, that's so smart. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a
Nice.
thing.
Yeah, you should report back on how it works.
Yeah, if it changes it dramatically or
Because
I
my
think
machine's loud.
mine is too. I think to build my list, I Googled like gifts under $30 for quilters and then just kind of browsed random things and was like, that looks fun. That looks fun.
Yeah.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah, you had a fun list to choose from, so I
Yeah.
hope you like them.
Thank you.
Okay, Carrie.
Oh, Marlene had me. I just opened my
Oh,
card.
it's a cute card.
Ooh.
It's a very cute card, and
Oh, no, she
so
froze.
she sent me an
Okay.
Amazon package, which I have yet to open, but she also sent
Handmade?
me something directly from her. Yeah.
Oh, is it like a little scrap or like a thread?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I think it's like a thread catcher bag, but it's got like a little drawstring.
Oh,
I was just trying to
And
be
then
green earth friendly.
I love it.
You know.
And then glue
Good.
applicator tips and some labels, which I have actually been looking for labels, so I am so excited about these. Thanks, I made it.
oh, yay.
And some stickers that look really cute. Lots of fun stuff. But let me open my Amazon. It's been sitting here staring at me for a while. Oh, the bookstore
Is it a
puzzle.
puzzle? Oh,
It's
that's
a puzzle.
cute. Love that.
I'm really excited about this. Thank you so much.
You're
Marlene.
welcome.
I'm so sad I didn't participate. Okay, Lauren, do you want to go next?
Yeah,
Yours was
I
I
can
feel
go.
like all these things come
Pauline.
from
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Pauline hooked it up. Man, she got me a lot of stuff.
Oh,
So she got me this cake cookbook that I thought would be fun for
oh,
like my girl's birthday, so I can like pick out different cakes to make. So that'll be fun. I wanted that. I got this big piece of fabric, which is really pretty, that the book was wrapped
cute.
in. I got one of these Christmas cards to give out from Taylor's
Oh,
shop.
Fancy.
Yes.
nice,
Some stickers too from Taylor's shop, and then
nice,
tons of labels, which these little Texas ones, those are so cute for
cute.
Texas, made in Texas. Those are adorable. And then handmade, a little watermelon, and then some pins. There's tons of stuff. Fun pins, like
Wow.
cork pins too.
Oh, I love
And
those pins. I love those.
yeah, I haven't ever tried them. And then this little thing, it's a binding tool. So you put your binding in there and
Oh.
wrap it up, and then it's got this
Oh.
chain. I don't know, you could put it around your neck or
Wait,
somewhere.
that's so
I've
cool.
You
used
just
the
go out
chain
on the
before, but
town with your binding.
Oh my
you show
God. Wait,
everybody.
that's genius because I usually just throw it over my
Yeah.
shoulder.
Take your
Yeah,
binding to lunch.
she put where she got it. It was from like a Etsy shop. So if y'all want to know, I'll let y'all know.
Yes, yes. Put that in the sewing, like,
3D by Ralph. I'll put it in there. This really
okay.
cool binding tool. So thank you,
Nice.
Pauline. That was so, so sweet.
You're welcome. Just so you guys know, the binding does get a little thick, but what I like about it is that you can actually do it and then like leave it. So I think you've got a bunch of kids, and I was like, worst case, they play with it and they stay busy if you don't like how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
That's so
true.
nice.
Thank you. This was
Yeah,
so, so sweet. I love all the stuff.
Welcome.
wow. I feel like that's like Secret Santa jackpot there. Okay, anyone else had it?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is my video on for you guys?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm not seeing it myself. So I originally only had books on, and then I was like, oh no, I need to add sewing stuff. And I think my Secret Santa was like, here's book, like I'm done, because
Yeah.
I think this might be very organized. So I put this Book of Doors. It was just a recommendation.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
I loved that book. I hope you enjoy it too.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was just like, okay. And then I actually had this on last year, and I'm kind of excited to get it because it's just like, I don't know, affirmations.
It's
Yes.
blurring the cover. What kind of book is it?
Hang on.
Badass.
It's Badass Affirmations, Wit and Wisdom for Wild Women.
I love that.
I love
Nice.
the title of that.
That's exactly what I
Like,
like something
that
up my
sounds
alley.
great.
And then How to Solve Your Own Murder, which is another book. I tend to read a lot of murder books, like Agatha Christie, like that's my genre. So I really like our book group actually, because it like makes me go out of that, but every once in a while I go back to it. So
yeah.
I also read that one and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we haven't had a good murder book in this club yet.
Well, unless you count the people who are murdering like
Each
Elizabeth
other.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
Forgotten
haven't had
memories.
we haven't really had like a murder mystery, have we? I don't know.
Yeah, we did.
Although
with the one in the woods. What was that one?
Oh,
in the what?
River? Frozen River?
Frozen
No, not
River
Frozen
kind
River.
of was
Well,
a
Frozen
murder.
River was
Kind of.
technically a murder mystery.
Yeah.
No, it was the one. It was kind of weird. Hold on, I'll figure it out.
Okay, but I am gonna release send you. Well, actually, let's continue this. But I do have a survey that's all of the books that we've ever read. I want you guys to vote on like your favorites and put them in order. So, just kind of as like a fun activity. But I'll send that out later.
It was A Sea of Unspoken Things.
Oh yeah, that one was a murder mystery.
Yeah. Okay, but not like scary murder mystery,
I get what you
guess.
mean though. I get what you mean.
That wasn't
I kind of like forget about that book.
What was it about again? I can't even remember.
That one
It
was
was like
the girl's brother was murdered.
Yeah.
It was like this girl, she goes back to the island in the Pacific Northwest and she's been gone forever because of the murder that happened. And like there's kind of like a little magical element. It's by Adrienne Young, who also wrote
I read it. I
Hero.
just didn't stick.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that was highly rated in this group, so that makes sense.
I just want to jump back in and say thank you to my Secret Santa because it's going to be cold and I have something to do now and finish the book. But
yes. Okay, does anyone else have to open up or want to share?
I can.
You don't have to share too. You can. Okay.
Although I can't do the camera because it's broken, but on my computer, so I'm gonna put a picture. I think I'm gonna put a picture in the chat. I tried. Hold on one sec. There it goes. Okay, hold on. It'll come. And
also in the chat is Carrie's queen
the bed size.
Yeah. Well,
there it goes. So I had Lauren, and I really like the little Christmas card she gave me. Isn't that cute? And the quilted bear mushroom, the needle minder. That's so cute.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. And the little fabric, the florals, those are real pretty. I need more florals. I don't have hardly any, so this is good. And then, because people keep asking for them in the bees I'm in, so this is good. Thank you very much. And then that book, the Enchanted Greenhouse. This is like the second book. I read the first one, The Spell Shop, and so this is the second one. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen The Spell Shop. That looks like such a cozy read.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Okay. Anyone else need to share? Okay, well, if not, then you can always share in the Secret Santa chat. Yeah. Thank you guys all for participating in that. That's super fun. Next year I will be make sure to sign up because it's just like I mean, this is the third year we've done the Secret Santa and it's just so fun.
Taylor's like, we're just gonna do a Christmas in July, guys, so I can do
We're
one.
like, actually, can we do Secret Santa in July? I want to participate. I almost was like, is there anyone that wanted to participate
I was
but
actually
didn't? Can
gonna
we be each other?
do it. I'm happy to do
Okay, mystery so long sticker will be sent out to the Toadster people before soon. I always just say soon. 'Cause, you know, so this is the sticker that you guys will get. It'll be on my website as well, so you guys can get that, add to your collection. And yeah, pass so long stickers are also on there. And yeah, next quarter you guys are signed up, but the next so long starts January 27th. And yeah, some other things that are in the works. I'm really trying to get labels done for Toad Circle, so that is on my list to be doing. So I'm excited about that. And right now it's called Storybook Lane.
Why'd you
And
say right now?
no, you're right.
Are you trying to change it?
No, no, it's called Storybook Lane. Okay.
Okay.
No, it's a cute name. Yeah, it's beginner friendly. It's also scrap friendly. You can use your stash, fat quarter. There's if you have any like large scale prints, it's fun for fussy cutting.
My
Also,
drafts would have been fantastic for that.
yeah.
My large
Um,
drafts.
I would say it's a quick make and cabin vibes. So more to come on, more clues in the future. So don't forget about the Toad Circle partners. There's discounts for quilting and fabric, and there's still some kits maybe available for Harvest Bloom if you want to make another one or you didn't get the chance to make this one. So yeah, don't forget about that. And then grand prize is free long arm quilting. Great grand prize. So grand prize. So thank you, Ashley with Hen House Quilting. Yeah, I send most of my quilts there, so I love her. And yeah, and you just you have to post on Instagram by Monday night, next Monday night. Okay, I always don't want to mess up the details of that.
Your account
Yeah, if you
has to
post,
be public, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Because if you post
Yeah,
and tag, it's not going to let anyone that's not on your friends list know, including the
see it.
person that you tagged. Yeah. So you would have to post on Instagram and tag Toad Circle in the photo as if it were a person that you're tagging in the photo. That way we can see it because it's the only reliable way with the way Instagram works right now for us to actually keep up with all of the ones that have been shared. Everything else
Yeah.
gets lost in
And do you
Instagram world.
tag you as well, Olivia?
You can, you don't have to. I'm going through and making sure that everything's on Toad Circles.
Okay.
But
by tagging Toad Circle, you're essentially tagging Olivia.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So and then yeah, Full Moon still has this kit available if you're
Can
interested.
I ask, where did you take that picture?
I did not take that picture. I had someone make this quilt for me and they took it in their neighborhood.
Are they in Arizona?
They are in Arizona.
Okay, I was like, that's Arizona.
Yeah.
The rock lawn, honestly, like
it goes so well for the quilt. It's really good.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Okay, I think that's it. That was a long call. We really had a lot to say about that book. Well, excited. Hope you guys have a good December, a good holiday. And see you on Discord.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
So I've signed up for the year as a toadster. I think So am I good to go? Do I have to do anything? Or is it just a roll?
No,
Yeah, you're good to
it'll
go.
with I think you're talking about like the update to
Yeah.
like on January
The
1st.
pricing.
Yeah, everything is going to auto roll over into the new pricing, the new way that it's handled or whatever on the back end.
Okay.
So you would not have to do anything different.
Okay. Cool.
If that
Unless you
changes
want
for
the
whatever reason, then we will make sure to let everyone know in all the different forms of communication.
Yeah.
But as of right now, as far as I'm aware, everything should stay the same. You shouldn't have to do anything.
I guess the only change would be switching to Toadster Plus, which includes the sticker and stuff, because right, that would be if you wanted the sticker.
Everyone
then
who
you
is
have
a
to-
Toadster now will roll over into Toadster and not roll over into Toadster Plus.
Oh, okay. So what would I do?
Which is just like, that's a good
When
question.
the
I guess
rollover
Cancel,
comes,
right?
when the rollover comes, we can we will be the
Manually switch.
ones on the admin side changing your tier if you want it. So whenever the rollover happens and you do want to change your tier up or down, you just send us an email and we'll change it for you.
Yeah, or you could just wait till the next so long signups and sign up with the new, and if you wanted to change your tier, but that's if you don't want to do that, we'll do it for you. So
Okay.
Yeah, either way.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. Well, have a good night, guys. I'm gonna
Thank
go
you.
make
Happy
some dinner.
holidays, everyone.
Yeah. Holidays.
All right. Bye.